favourite. This one has slid from 7-4 out to 5-2 in a pretty light betting heat. One of the horses is in a slight colour change. That's the 27. What you got there? This one is in the colours very similar to the Durkin Analog's daughter colours. Anyway, white flag raised and the overall running of the Kilworth Aradlen point to point in the village here sees the runners leave the starting area in the Goffs UK Aintree sale. 15 fences they have ahead of them. They quickly come on now to number 1, and the 7 runners safely negotiate the first fence with Red Ned up there prominent in the early stages, followed in second place by Jasmine Bellevue. After these, they're being tracked by Drumshambo in the light blue colours. Down the inside and fourth in the royal blue is What You Got There. And then back to fifth in the light green colours is Long Draw. The two held up in the early stages are Token's Glory and Finlock Harley Dawn at the back. 2 fences down this side. The first of them comes up now, and again, all 7, no problem in the jumping department at that one. And in front is Jasmine Bellevue, going on now from Red Ned as they come now to take off at fence number 3. Jasmine Bellevue, Red Ned, Long Draws jumped his way through into 3rd position, relegating into 4th. What You Got There. So the field now begin the right-handed turn across this top section. There's 1 fence, which they'll eventually come to on this side of the track. They go into the dip and slightly out of view, but Jasmine Bellevue has a small advantage at the moment, followed by Red Ned, and in 3rd place after these is Long Draw. So continuing to make their way to this next fence, taking off now, Jasmine Bellevue over in front, a length and a half in front. 2nd place is Long Draw on the outside of the 3rd running Red Ned, and then What You Got There, followed by Temple Shambo. Finlock remains at the back with Token's Glory. So now they come up the home straight, a good climb now to this fence before the winning post. And for the Dennis Murphy team, in front is Jasmine Bellevue. With his ears pricked, has an advantage of just over a length and a bit from over in 2nd. That's Long Draw and Jamie Scallon. 3rd on the inside is Johnny Barry. He's partnering the Benny Walsh trained Red Ned. Back then to 4th place along the inside is What You Got There. So coming now to this fence across the top section, number 6. We started with 7 and they're all going with about 7 lengths covering them. Nice jump on the inside brings Red Ned alongside Jasmine Bellevue. All the while not too far away in 3rd place is Long Draw. After this one is What You Got There. And in turn, he is followed a little bit on the outside by Temple Shambo. Finlock is still held up in the red jacket by Harley Dunn at the tail of the field in company with Token's Glory. To number 7, Jasmine Bellevue pings this one. Slight peck on landing in 2nd there by Long Draw, but didn't stop his momentum. 3rd position is Red Ned. 4th, 5 lengths down now is Temple Shambo, who's just going ahead of What You Got There. Then Token's Glory and finally Finlock. At the fence towards halfway, again all 7 jumping safely. And continuing to force the pace is Jasmine Bellevue. So Jasmine Bellevue goes on by just over a length and a bit now from Red Ned, sharing the 2nd spot with Long Draw. Still about 5 lengths down. In 4th place is Temple Shambo, and that one in turn is tracked by What You Got There, this one for the Paul Power team. So continuing to race across this section and taking off at the fence, 7 from them to finish. And as they get away from that one, slight mistake towards the back by Finlock, who landed on the heels of another horse. But in front, it is Jasmine Bellevue climbing towards the home straight for the 2nd time. He's leading now from Long Draw. On the inside is Red Ned, and they're being tracked in 4th place by Temple Shambo. So this is number 10. It'll be last on the next circuit. And as they get over it, Jasmine Bellevue hasn't put a foot wrong so far. Another mistake there at the back by Finlock. Harley Dunn pulled him off the floor. So the 7 runners we started out with remain in contention as they travel out now into the final mile. They're coming now to the fence across the top section here. This is the 5th last, Jasmine Bellevue, now taken on by Long Draw. Just in behind, getting a squeeze, is Red Ned, who's joined for 3rd by What You Got There. And then stacking up in behind are the likes of Tokens Glory, Temple Shambo, and still at the back of the field, but in contact is Finlock. They're racing on now with 4 to jump. Jasmine Bellevue increases the tempo, goes on by 2 lengths now. From in 2nd place is Long Draw. These now go on from into 3rd place on the inside. Finlock is improving for Harley Dunn. With that one is What You Got There, and then Temple Shambo. Here's the 3rd last fence now. And as they come to it, it is Jasmine Bellevue who's had the run of the race in front, and he is all the time stoking up the pace on this one. Long Draw continues to track him a close 2nd. Finlock continues to improve into 3rd. Then What You Got There and the rest have dropped away. We lost one at the previous fence. Coming out of that fence, I think it could have been Tokens Glory. But across the bottom now with 2 fences left to jump, Jasmine Bellevue and Long Draw. These 2 from Finlock as they're heading now to the 2nd last fence. So Jasmine Bellevue is down. He's down when in the lead, Jasmine Bellevue. And as they emerge round the final bend, Jasmine Bellevue came out at the 2nd last, and just waiting for them to reappear. Finlock was slightly hampered. But as they come up the hill, Finlock has been left in front. It looks as though also Long Draw exited at the 2nd last. So Finlock is fighting it down to the final fence. But What You Got There, there's not much between them. But Finlock, Harley Dunn stoking it up to get over the last fence. And he does. And he's going away. Finlock pulled off the floor at the 6th last by Harley Dunn, takes advantage of the carnage at the 2nd last and scores. So Harley trains and partners Finlock to win. 2nd home is What You Got There. And they were the only 2 to complete.
The result of the first race, first number 3. Number 27 was 2nd. The winning distance, 6 lengths. 3 beat 27 by 6 lengths. The second race, the 5-year-old and upwards mare's maiden, sponsored by Gain Equine Nutrition, Dairy Gold and KDC Limited. There are 13 runners. The runners and riders, number 3, Mr. D. O'Brien. Over to page number 7, Mr. J.L. Scallon. Number 9, Mr. J.C. Barry. Number 10, Mr. J. Hurley. Number 11, Mr. T.H. Allen. Number 16, Mr. R.J. Kiley. Number 18, Mr. A.T. Feeney. Number 19, Mr. E.T. Mellerick, claiming 5. Number 20, Mr. A. Burke Ott, claiming 5. Number 23, over the page, Mr. D.P. Holden, claiming 5. Number 25, Mr. S. Tobin. Number 28, Mr. D. Higgins. And number 29, Mr. J. Devine. That should be J. Dewan.